Florida opens up the season on the road at Utah. We're going to go through their entire season here. As you see, Utah with a touchdown pass from Cam Rising. I realize Cam Rising, good chance he doesn't play, but back at this point we thought he would. Touchdown there from Travis Etienne. We'll actually have a new simulation coming out here in a few days on the channel without Cam Rising, so we'll see how that game goes. But Utah's up 17-7 now. A touchdown pass there to Keithy. It's 24-7 at the half. We go to the fourth quarter now. Under 5 minutes to go, Florida punches it in for a touchdown. In the third quarter, all we saw was a couple of field goals. And then after a stop, Florida comes right back. Ricky Purcell makes the catch, and that'll be a touchdown for the Gators, 27-24. And now the defense flying up to make a stop. Look at that pursuit. Florida's defense all over it, and they're going to get the ball back here with about 3 minutes to go. Graham Mertz on third down trying to keep the drive alive, throws a strike. Ricky Pearsall again, and now they'll run it in from a few yards out. It's Etienne, and Florida takes the lead. Now here comes Utah with a chance to come down and win the game. Rising throws into triple coverage. It's intercepted, and Florida's defense makes the stop to win the game. Just like last year, the game ended on a Cam Rising interception. How about that? Really, really interesting there. They play McNeese next, and we're going to count that as a win and move on to Tennessee. First quarter, Vols with it. Jabari Small runs it in for the touchdown. It's 7-0. Defense for Tennessee really stepping up in this game and playing well. If they play this well defensively, they're going to be really good. But anyways, field goal there for Florida. It's 7-3. Late in the first quarter now, Tennessee with it. Milton to throw. Pass is complete. Touchdown. Tennessee now up 17-3. And running a little option play. Milton will keep it himself. Where is the defense? He walks into the end zone. And Tennessee now up 24-3. Mertz here on third and goal. He gets sacked. And again, Tennessee's defense just played lights out in this game. It would be 24-6 at halftime. Going on to the fourth quarter, not much offense. A field goal from Tennessee. It's 30-6. And now Mertz trying to keep this drive alive. Taking a shot deep down the field, intercepted, and Florida just all out of sync in this game. They played terrible, and Tennessee's going to win big. Final score 30-6. They play Charlotte after that. We'll count that as a win, and so that's going to put Florida at 3-1 going into the Kentucky game. And again, just did not play well at all against Tennessee. All right, first quarter. How about the Florida defense? It'll be a pick six. Gators up 7-0. Now a touchdown pass from Mertz to Zanders. It's 14-zip. Gators on top, 14-3 now. Mertz to throw, looking, fires to the end zone, caught, touchdown. It's 21-3. And Florida looking good here. And later on, a touchdown run from Montrell Johnson. Looks like it's going to be a blowout, but Kentucky decided to come back, decided to step up here. Second quarter, touchdown there to Berry and Brown. It's 28-10. And another strike from Leary down the left side. That is a touchdown. And Kentucky right back in this ball game, 28-20. Fourth quarter now. Kentucky will score again. Dane Key makes the catch, and they'll go for two to try to tie it up. It's like the opposite of the Utah game where Florida had to come back, and that pass is caught for the 2-point conversion. So, but Florida, they come down and deliver when they have to. Weston with a catch, and Florida will take the lead, 35-28. Now Kentucky on third down. That pass is going to be intercepted. Another interception by this Florida defense as they have made some big plays in the secondary. And now on the third down trying to run the clock out. Florida's going to pick up the first down, and they'll beat Kentucky 35-28, so up to 4-1. Next game is going to be against Vanderbilt. All right, let's go to that one now. 6-3, Florida on top. Mertz on third down to the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Frazier's, and it's 13-3, Florida. Now 13-6, Florida on top, second quarter. Vandy will score. Patrick Smith from about a yard out. A couple of field goals from Florida. A lot of field goals in this game. They would add this touchdown, though, to go up now 26-13. Mertz down the right side, complete, and he is gone. Touchdown, Ricky Pearsall again, and Florida will win it 39-13 as they improve to 5-1. So halfway through the season, if they were 5-1, they'd be ranked probably pretty high. At least I would say around 15. Moving on to the next game against South Carolina. If you like defense, you would have liked this one. You can watch all these full games. They're right here on the channel. But 13-0 here. Now it's the defense for Florida. They get a stop on fourth down. And later on, next drive, South Carolina on 4th down. They get stopped again. It was just the Florida defense playing lights out in this one. 13-0. They pitch a shutout, and they get a huge win there over the Gamecocks on the road. So Florida will improve to 6-1. Next game is against Georgia. Obviously going to be a tough one. You see the Bulldogs here from on 4th down. They get stopped, and Florida had a couple of field goals, so they're looking good. And you saw Branson Robinson there. He actually is injured and going to miss the season. So the rosters obviously were not completely up to date back when we simulated these games. But there's a touchdown to Ladd McConkey. Georgia's up 14-6, and now Florida with it. Mertz throws down the right side. That's intercepted. Georgia's defense making a big play here late in the second quarter. Still actually looking to get some points before halftime, but it's Florida's defense stepping up. They get the interception, so it's 14-6 at halftime. We go to the third quarter. Mertz, 3rd down and goal. Cannot convert, and you have to settle for another field goal. That's not going to get it done against Georgia. Now about under 4 minutes to go. Georgia with it, going to the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown McConkey. It's 21-9. And then a touchdown run there from Edwards. Georgia starting to pull away a little bit, 28-9. Florida with it here, stuffed on 4th down, and it's that Georgia defense. And now later on, it's the Georgia defense again making a play. It's intercepted, and that's going to do it. 40-16 the final score. So Florida's playing, really well in most of these games, but against Tennessee and Georgia, did not play well at all. All right, next game is going to be at home against Arkansas. First quarter, touchdown run there from ETN. Florida up 7-0. Mertz here on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Marcus Burks, a 14-0. Florida looking good. Now Arkansas with it, trying to come back. They go a little toss play all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. 17-7. Now Florida with it. Mertz down the right side. A strike. Complete for the touchdown. And Florida's up 24-7. Arkansas trying to come back. Nice pass there from Jefferson, and it's 27-14. Third quarter now, Arkansas will score again, and they're right in this game, 27-21, but Florida will answer back. Montrell Johnson from 3 yards out. Gators up 33-21, going to go for 2, and they will not get it. So we have a 12-point game. Arkansas with it on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive, and they're going to get stopped. So Florida's defense stepping it up here, getting a big stop in the 4th quarter. They then go down and set up the screen, and wow, look at that. Nice little cut, gets into the end zone, and Florida will win it 40-21 as they improve to 7-1. All right, Gators next, going to go on the road to face LSU. Obviously going to be a tough matchup here. They have not played well against the top teams so far. We'll see what happens here. A touchdown run there. Florida's up 7-0. Now LSU will score. Chris Hilton makes the catch. We're tied at 7. Second quarter, big hit, and that is going to be intercepted. Florida's defense, again, we've seen the secondary make a lot of big plays here in these games. LSU now on 2nd and goal. They're going to punch it in from about 5 yards out, and we're tied at 14. Third quarter now, going to the ground, and that's a touchdown for Florida. ETN that time. So 21-14. Now Jaden Daniels runs it in. Back and forth we go. Great game. And we're in the 4th quarter now. 3rd down. Daniels throws, and that's going to be short of the 1st down, so they'll have to kick the field goal. It's 24-21. LSU on top. Now here comes Florida going to the ground. Big run down the right side. All the way inside the 20-yard line goes Montrell Johnson. And on 3rd down, Mertz trying to deliver to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Marcus Burke, and Florida's up 28-24. Now Daniels with it. Play action, looking, going to take off and run. He's got a lot of speed inside the 20 and all the way down around the 14-yard line. But it comes down to this 4th down, and LSU decides to run a draw play, and it doesn't work. And that's the play calling logic on this game, unfortunately, sometimes. And so Florida now just trying to run the clock out. They throw for a 1st down, and they'll do it. 28-24, they go into Baton Rouge and upset the LSU Tigers. Florida improves to 8-2. Next game on the road at Missouri. Going to be potentially a tough matchup here. 6-3 early on. Florida on top. Mertz throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Florida up 13-3. Mertz here on 2nd and 4. Throws deep down the middle. Caught. That'll be a touchdown. Florida's up 20-3. Looking good here in this game. Now 23-3. Missouri with it. Cook to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Luther Burden as the Tigers try to come back. Fourth down here, fourth quarter. They're going to come up short, and that was probably their last shot. So Florida will win it 23-10 as they improved to 9-2. One more game. It's going to be a tough one against their rival, of course, Florida State. Let's see what happens in this game. All right, first quarter, 6-0 Florida, and Florida State. A little option play, nice little run. That will be a touchdown. Noles up 7-6. Now Jordan Travis will keep it himself, and he'll run it into the end zone. Florida State up 14-6 at this point. Now Florida on 4th and inches. They try a screen pass. It doesn't work, and they get stopped. Florida State adds a field goal before the half. It's 17-6. We'll go to the second half now. 20-6 after another field goal from Florida State. And on 3rd and goal, Mertz fires, and incomplete. Incomplete. So just like the Georgia game, they got up 6-0, but they're having to settle for field goals, and it's not going to work. Florida State on 3rd down, wide open receiver. Jaheim Bell makes the catch, and Florida State is going to pull away in this game. Toa Philly runs it in a very similar game to the Georgia game. So 34-9 the final score. Florida will finish, though, 9-3. I think that's still a season that most Gator fans will take. We'll see what happens in real life. But, again, the simulation says 9-3 for Florida in 2023.